Oh yeah. I need to pray that my weight is lower. You feel me? Like I need to pray that not only my weight is lower, but I can do more with my weight class. Now, the thing to be a mobile small forward and be able to play through the 2 to the 5, to be able to play the 2 through the 5 is your speed. And you know how quick are you on a switch? You know, how good are you when it comes down to switching, on ball, things like that. All right, so like I said, take this build with a grain of salt. This is basically what I'm gonna make to try to get closer to the build that I want. You feel me? So yeah, I'm saying every demigod building that this is not a demigod, this is just a template that I am using. Here we go. Now, long story short, if y'all don't get where I'm coming from, I'm trying to figure out a way to make a popper, right? I'm trying to figure out a way to make a popper that get contact dunks, that's somewhat good with the passing, but if I had to switch in the paint, I wouldn't be a defensive liability and I wouldn't get bullied in the paint at all. You feel me? So with that being said, everything that I've done here on my build, I've looked at all the big man templates for NBA 2K24. You feel me? I looked at it and I'm like, a lot of them don't even have a 75 speed. So that's my first thing. You know, I start off with my physicals and then I move on to other things. None of the big men build that I've seen have above a 75, a 70. The highest I've seen was a 67 speed and acceleration. So with that being said, I'm gonna try to obviously, you know, modify that so I'm the fastest I can be. So that means I'm gonna be the lowest weight. If y'all didn't see already, my arms were the lowest. I had my arms at the lowest, or like 1 or 2 off from the lowest, right? In terms of weight, I did go the lowest weight, but also at the same time too, you can really do what you want. I might as well start from the beginning. You feel me? 6'11", put the arms all the way down. You see this template right here. You see this, right? You're like, oh, this cool, this mid, boom. Put it down to 6'11", right? And then you realize you can go up 1 and it don't change too much. You can go up another 1. Okay, all right, maybe. But it really stopped right there. After you go up another 1, like, because on a block rating, it takes off 2 and puts on 2. So it's a heavy decision there just by itself. All right, also the lower the wingspan you have, the more you can spread out your badges and things of those sorts and things of those natures. All right, so going the lowest weight, don't do solid body type. All right, don't do solid, do something that make it seem like your player got a bigger wingspan, you seem bigger, your arms seem longer. So I mean, I do love slight in my compact body type, I do, but I have to go with built on the body type. You feel me? Like, this is really what I'm going for. This is what I'm aiming for. Like, I need it. Like, nothing really changes on my build apart from the weight. I mean, me being 250 and slow, I really, like, bro, when I say I do not want that, I do not want to be slow, because I'm going to mess everything up for myself in the long run with trying to guard all these positions. And I don't want to do that to myself. The lowest I'm trying to go in terms of like speed and acceleration, since I'm maxing those categories out, is probably 215, right? I'm trying to keep it cordial. I'm trying to keep it in like a safe space, keep it in like a safe spot. But my low wingspan is already going to somewhat put me at a disadvantage when I do have to play power forward and I have to play center position, because obviously I may not be able to snag over. So that's why I'm straight to the physicals. Me, this is what I know. All right, I need stamina. All right, stamina don't really need to go no higher than 90, but a lot of people put it at 99. Your vertical, in order to at least get posterizer, I've seen they say your vertical has to be at least a 78. But I might as well put it at a solid 80. So I'm able to jump. A lot of big men don't even have the vertical to jump. Strength, I'm not going to say strength is important, but in order for me to get the certain badges that I want, I know I need to put my strength up. I'm going to have that at a solid 80. My acceleration is max, my speed is max, so I'm the fastest that I can be at my position, okay? That's the physicals, right? In terms of dribbling and speed with ball, we all do not know which is more important, so I would basically have to be guessing. But ultimately, my ball handle has to be at least a 75. If I can get it to a 75, I'm going to get it to a 75 for one reason, and the one reason is I need at least some dribble moves to get crafty. Not necessarily get glitchy, but get crafty, right? When I'm switching on to the power forwards and the small forwards of the world, I gotta be able to move. You feel me? And there's a lot of builds that will have that defense, but never fear, never fear. This is how you get at the shooting guard and point guard position at 6'11", right? Having your passing at least an 80, but have it at an 82, or if you really want to go to an 85, 86, 87, that is your preference, that is your choice, right? So with that being said, have it in the 80 so you can at least be moved over to playing point guard and you get moved over to playing shooting guard. Once again, this is like an offensively strong-minded build, right? My defense will come later. I know it will. So in terms of me not losing the ball, I pray it's still like this, bro. I need my ball, my post control, whatever I can put on to get Hall of Fame unpluckable is what I will put on. All right. In terms of dunking the ball, as all big men do, man, if you don't have at least an 80, because you just need to be able to dunk and trigger the dunks in the paint. You feel me? Everything else will follow suit. Everything else follows suit in terms of finishing. In terms of finishing, right now, we're done. We can get the big man contact dunks, and we can dunk the ball at a high level. Maybe I may sacrifice, honestly, my driving dunk to a 75 or a 76 in NBA 2K24. I may sacrifice that for other things and other categories. In terms of me being a popper, right? I can't make it up. This is for me personally, my play style and the way I move on 2K. I don't need no higher than a 65 or 68. But to be on the safe side, I would have like a 77. So in my mind, I know for a fact I'll just be able to do my thing and be able to score, shoot, do what I need to do. All right. In terms of free throw, I'm a rec player. I need a high free throw. That's just what that is. I need a high free throw. Mid-range, you can cool with a 70 mid-range. I'm cool with a 70 mid-range, but I've been able to hit consistently with like a 64. So I wouldn't touch that. So the last thing that's really important to me is my defense, right? I love defense, but I'm not that good at it. So my biggest thing is to always get the offensive rebound, right? Because I'm never really on defense that much, and when I am, it's like, you feel me? It's not too big of a difference. So wherever my offensive rebound goes, that's the highest I'm gonna try to get it. All right. In terms of blocking a shot, may God be with us. Okay. This is all I care about. Being able to really just contest your shot in the paint, or just get a great contest on you in general. You feel me? I don't think many people really understand getting a great contest in general. So I'll put this down like the 88 just to, prayfully save on some badge points. But then my interior, I'm putting my interior up. I'm putting my perimeter up. Now, what that does for me and how that helps me become a better player is I'm able to help my team out. When you have a high interior and a high perimeter or semi-high perimeter, to where you could just move on to the guard, to where you could just move on to the shooting guard, to where you could play through the 1 and the 5. This is my mindset when I come into playing the game. Nobody else really thinks like me in terms of this stuff. They really don't. Nobody really does. So for real, I wouldn't put my interior this high. Maybe I wouldn't be able to sacrifice that much to put it up that high. But the rest I will put it into, maybe my free throw, maybe to, you know, maybe to see if I can get an extra badge point somewhere else, you know. But since there's no limitless range, or there's no limitless takeoff, quick drops are gone, I'm going to definitely know for a fact that I'm sacrificing my drive and dunk. I need to be able to get my big man contact dunks. I need to be able to shoot the ball. I need to be able to block a shot, contest a shot, and be able to hold my own in the paint when I'm switched on to certain builds. And I know for a fact my physicals are going to be the thing that makes or breaks the build. Other than that, meeting badge thresholds is not my biggest concern. Meeting other certain thresholds is not my biggest concern. But as y'all can see, y'all know where my mind is at. Y'all know where I'm trying to get to and where I'm trying to go with the builder if it allows for that. The other thing I would say too, don't put on, you know, things that are unnecessary. If you can take off a badge point, you notice your build, like you still keeping those badge points and stuff, and you doing good, and you know the thresholds that you need to meet for yourself. You know for yourself, you really need just a 70, you know, but you notice things keep dropping and all those sorts of stuff is sorts as that. Bro, don't change too much of your play style to nothing much else. Like, know your play style, know yourself. Me, honestly, I know my interior probably would be fine a little bit lower at an 80. I'm willing to sacrifice that. I'm willing to put my block up, my offensive rebounding, my steal rating, even though I know for a fact, for me, I have more ball IQ than anything. I don't need the steal rating. A lot of other people don't play like me though. So my next goal, my next biggest thing would be sacrificing enough to make sure that not only I get the big man contact dunks, but I get the elite big man contact dunks to where I can trigger it every time I'm in the paint. So through most of this stuff, as y'all see, I'm not playing around, but I'm really just in the builder thinking. I'm on current gen builder thinking. I know I'm supposed to be on next gen, you know, I have next gen and stuff, but this is really where I'm gonna be at mentally, like where I'm trying to go, what I'm trying to do. If I can squeeze extra badge points out elsewhere, if I can do extra little things. Close shot, I know is going to be important, but why would I need close shot when I can dunk the ball? 70 layup, I'll probably do some more research and see if I need a higher layup rating to get some of these badges. Worst case scenario. In the worst case scenario, right? If I'm in a predicament, I'm in a situation to where I know I'm going to, basically all my defensive stats or stats that would make me better than the average player would be mid. Honestly, if I had to put this down to an 80, put this down to a 70, keep that at an 80, just keep most of the stuff at an 80, probably put this up to an 82. But if I know I had to do that just to sacrifice to know that I'll hit a close shot, or I won't miss a wide open close shot and get clipped by myself, absolutely not. Hold on, let me cook. Let me cook. Now, I'm not gonna say this build is better or worse, but y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. Y'all get where I'm trying to go. Y'all understand what I'm trying to do. I do my physicals first. This is a popper / a semi-decent, somewhat mid defender. And then with the extra badge points and things of those natures, with the extra badges and stuff that you get, I'm going to put those into my playmaking. That's basically what I have going. That's my thought process, and I know for a fact I'll be able to cook with this build. Now, do I know the build name I would get for it? Absolutely not. But I know the takeovers that I'll be using the most, which is rebounding and sharp shooting takeover. I'll have rebounder first because I'm a rebounder first. Hold on. How I do this? Yeah. I have rebounder first, sharp shooting second. I know for a fact with the speed and everything that I do and the way I play, this is what I would do. I get called an interior finisher, yet y'all just seen I'll be able to do everything that I need to do in terms of guarding the 1 through 5. That's all that really matters. In terms of testing the build and stuff like that, what I'm going for, I might as well show y'all what I'm going for and what I'm looking for. So Basically, I'm trying to meet the threshold to just draw an animation. You feel me? So with that bulldozer badge is the new bully badge. I want to get it silver. So I want to draw the animation. You feel me? I want to be able to dunk, slither through, whatever I got to put on to get whistle, I'm going to put that on. But everything else, the drop stepper, the things that really let me cook, I just want to put it on high enough to draw the animation. Once I'm able to draw the animation, I can cook. Nobody can stop me once I'm able to draw the animation. You feel me? The same thing with shooting. All I really care about is green machine. I take a lot more shots than everybody else, but everything else I don't really care for. I may not need dead eye. I may not need limitless range that high. I may not need even shot creator, but I still want to get crafty. Y'all get what I'm saying? I may not need clutch shooter in any way, shape, form, or function, but I may use it. And then whatever to keep me energized while playing, I'll do that. You feel me? The only other thing that I would really do is I'll take volume shooter down. I'll probably put whatever the new Agent 3 is, and then what else? Clutch shooter, boom. And this would be sufficient. This would tide me over, and this would make me the better player. Ultimately, when it comes down to my playmaking abilities, I'm not a playmaker. But when it comes down to positioning and moving myself and like putting myself in the best position, I need to be able to be explosive off the ball. I have to be explosive off the ball, but not only that, I have to also be able to not get ripped. I'm not trying to get ripped. I'm trying to be a 1v1 court legend. I'm not trying to get ripped. So with that being said, you can best believe you can see me with whatever the new clan breaker is, whatever the new handle for day is, what all that stuff. And then as I keep getting more badges throughout the seasons, if I make it that far, of course, but as I keep getting more and more badges and things of those nature, stuff and sorts as that, I'll be just putting on the things that I need for playmaking. And then last but not least, my defense. Bronze anchor, I know for a fact will go crazy, but if I could get it silver and be able to trigger more animations, I'll do that. Brick wall, I need brick wall as high as possible. I need post move lockdown as high as possible. You feel me? I need to be able to not only box people out, jump high, but I need to be able to get to the ball quickly. Everything else, I'll put these on, but also being able to just chase the ball down. You feel me? Being able to not only have such a high block rating, but use badges in correlation with each other is going to make me a god out on the court. You feel me? And then everything makes sense in my head. The only thing is like, there's other underlying information in 2K that we just didn't get and we'll most likely not get. But definitely, I'm more worried about getting the chase down block than chasing down the rebound, because I'll most likely knock it out of bounds anyway. I don't know what it is with my builds, but I trigger a lot of the different animations. I know for a fact, as soon yeah, as soon as I go crazy for real, it's raps. It really is raps. Now, jump shot. In terms of jump shot, I'm definitely going, I can't make it up. I'm gonna have to go somewhere where it makes a lot more sense. I have to be on a team for my career story. I have to be on a team I'm already knowing. I have to be on a team that needs a legitimate small forward. My career, I'm gonna have all the badges and all this other hoopla and hootenanny. I'm gonna have everything. I'm gonna be a god out there for sure.